Yes. This is Intercontinental Sport TV back again with another video. Today we are going to start up with another fire. We want to start up with something different. This is AFCON Cameroon 2021 edition of the debate show. Yes, it is what it is. My co-panelists will be falling in. They're ready to go. But before we get into this straight up, let me quickly inform that the round of 16 is already out. At this moment on Sunday, the kickoff will start off the battling. This is a knockout stage. This point is looking pretty for everyone. Everybody is getting ready. The first match on Sunday will be for Burkina Faso and Gabon. That will be 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I think in Nigeria to be around 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Yes. So on Sunday, Nigeria versus Tunisia, that will be massive. It's going to be massive. 2 p.m. here. I think in Nigeria it's going to be 8 p.m. Just look out for that. We'll be doing a watch along for the Tunisia match. We're going to do watch along. We're going to do a preview, then watch along, then the match reaction. So is Sunday is going to be loaded. Sunday is going to be fantastic. On Monday we're going to have Guinea and Gambia. Same thing going to happen. We're going to do preview and also the match reaction for that. And Cameroon versus Comoros also is going to be happening by 2 p.m. All right, that's on Monday. So Tuesday again, Senegal versus Cape Verde. That's 11 a.m. here in Eastern time, and Morocco will go out all out to face Malawi. That's 2 p.m. That will be on Tuesday, and on Wednesday we're gonna have Ivory Coast versus Egypt. That will also be massive. That's on Wednesday, and Equatorial Guinea will also be slugging it out with Mali. That will be on Wednesday. That's that for that. We're sitting back. We only have Saturdays just to relax. On Sunday, the match is going to be massive. Let's get into this. People are already saying hi. This is a chat from Radwan. Hi, bro. What's going on? Where you have Wherever you're watching from, please subscribe to the channel. Don't waste time. Let's do something. Let's do something together. Subscribe, put the likes on the video, then share to your friends. Once again, that's that for that. Let's go straight into this. Now, now, this is where we're going. Eto or Drogba? Who is Africa's greatest? This is the edition for this show debate. Please, I know everybody has their own point. Before I bring in my fantastic co-host on this show, only standing by from Nigeria, Wales is also ready to go as well. I think it's going to be massive. Yes, for me, Eto or Drogba. I don't want to say anything. So let's sit back. I have this fact anyway. I don't know whether this fact, title one. Eto has won three of official Champions League title to his name. However, Eto should have had four UEFA titles. Suppose he was given a winner medal when he was subbed in three times during Real Madrid's 1999 stroke 2000 Champions League campaign, which was eventually won. Didier Drogba has won Champions League title to his name. That's that, by the way. I don't really. My co-panelists will do that. This is the brothers we're looking at today. That's Eto and Didier Drogba. I'm ready. I'm so excited right now. I'm bringing in Sir Wales. Wales, are you ready to go? Let's go. Let's do this. Wales. What's going on, bro? Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How you doing yourself?
Yeah, I'm all right. How about yourself? Is everything okay? You ready?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm ready. I'm down.
All right. Who you going for? I'm thinking you are going for, is it Drogba side or Eto side?
Well, in a game of football,
All right.
a lot of people wish through objectivity
All right.
due to a lot of factors. It could be as the fact that you're a fan
Mm-hmm.
of either a football club or you're a citizen of a country. So those factors tend to come in play when making decisions about who is a better player, which player would you root for.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually stuck in that position because I'm a Chelsea fan and I love Didier Drogba.
Chelsea. All right.
100% I love Didier Drogba. But in as much as I love Didier Drogba, I don't always zero objectivity when it comes to a game of football. Of course, I know there's banter.
Mm-hmm.
Banter is just to have fun and cruise, but don't throw objectivity.
Hmm.
So DJ Drogba, wonderful footballer, flamboyant character and flamboyant career. You know, they always call him the man for the big games, like we all
Yeah.
know. Delivers when it comes to big moments. And he's a wonderful player. Same goes for Samuel also, an African legend, you know, has a series of titles and everything. So
Yes.
now, down to the debate.
Yes.
In one word, just a single word, who is greater?
Yeah.
Who is Africa's greatest? In a
Mm-hmm.
simple word, I'll say Samuel Eto'o.
All right. Hold it there. I'm going to bring Kunle in before you make your full point.
All right.
I am very sure Kunle is going to disagree with this. Kunle, are you ready? He's telling us before you come in, Kunle, Wales is saying, can you imagine saying that Drogba is the greatest? I don't think Kunle will believe that. Let me bring Kunle in. Kunlexi, Chelsea fan, they are here.
Boss, yeah,
Let's
and
do this.
I'm really amazed because I know the diehard Chelsea fan. Me, I'm a Manchester United fan. So when it comes to this topic, believe me, me, I'm going to come from a point of neutrality. Not so there's nothing like bias for it. That's the beauty about it. So it doesn't play for me. It doesn't play for me. But well, I think it's kind of surprise. Well, I'm not saying that I'm surprised that a Chelsea fan wouldn't go for the Drogba. It doesn't have to be. We can all have our preferences. You understand?
Yeah.
But whatever preference you are making, you have to have a reason why you are doing that. And for me, as much as yes, we can say everything about Samuel Eto'o. I mean, what isn't there to actually like about Samuel Eto'o? But
Oh my
for me,
goodness.
I would go for Didier Drogba because there was actually something very, very special about Didier Drogba that I feel made him stand out above any other. Excuse me, that made him stand out above any other African player that's ever played in Europe. And I'll get down to it whenever once we are ready to make our arguing statements.
All right. I want to bring in
Yeah.
Larry. Is a Cameroonian. I'm sure he's going to go for Eto.
Oh, no,
So
why should we
I'm
be
going to
why
bring
should
in.
we be having why should we be having a Cameroonian? No, 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 no. I would not agree to that. No. Why are we having like I mean like no, 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 no.
Yeah, let me bring
If we're having
Larry in.
if we're having a Cameroonian on the show, I think we should just end the show already. Like because we already know where it's yeah, because we already know where it's going. So
Larry
yeah,
Eto of Cameroon. We are here
yeah.
today.
uh, I'm sure he would say that that was slander from me. I know that. How dare me? Yes, I know, I know, I know. How dare
Larry,
me?
You
Yeah,
we
know,
I
have a
know.
debate here today. Who is the greatest? Larry,
I
Ah,
don't
Drogba
want
or
yeah.
Eto?
to. I don't want to. I don't want to hammer on my brother now. Now, I want to allow you to calm down
I
first.
beg you. Oh, calm down, boss. Calm down, calm down, calm down, please,
All
You
right.
calm
please.
down first. My brother Nee is around.
No, this is Wales. Wales is coming in. Is Wales is from Nigeria.
Okay, Wills.
So he's joining us today for this debate, and
Okay.
we are ready to go. We are saying who is the greatest. Let me put this for the viewers. Who is the greatest, Drogba or Eto? So I'm going to start again from Wales. Wales. Who is the greatest?
Okay, DJ Samuel Eto'o, who's the
Yes.
greatest?
Yes.
Okay, me, I think we'll have to do this in, we'll have to like dissect this
Okay.
greatness.
All right.
So if we're talking about in terms of who has achieved more in their careers, in terms of winning trophies and goals scored, I think Samuel Eto'o comes out top in
Mm.
that category because he won quite a lot of titles with Barcelona. I think that's where he had, that was where he really shone in his career. That it was at Barcelona he really made a name for himself. So when it comes to titles won and goals scored, I think Samuel Eto'o comes out top in that. But when you're talking about impact in games, like and defining moments, who turns up for you when you need a savior, it's like sort of like your Calvary.
Yeah.
I think I'll go for Didier because they obviously tagged him demand for the big occasions, and that was like the tag they gave him at Chelsea because name it quite I could start naming a lot of games that Didier Drogba was the defining moment for Chelsea. We all know the Chelsea's Cross Champions League title that they won in Germany in
Mm.
Allianz Arena. Drogba was the defining moment when it seems like all hope was lost. Didier came through with an equalizer at death, then he came through with the final penalty. Basically, that final was just all about Didier because he actually cost the penalty in that final, which they didn't
Mm.
score. So and he scored the decisive penalty that won Chelsea the title. So I'm going to like go with that. So in terms of greatness, I'm going to put it in two sides: titles won and defining moments. So I'll leave it like that.
Awesome.
I'll leave it like
Awesome.
that.
All right. All right. Kule, please
Yeah.
take it from there, Kule. Who is the
Okay.
greatest?
Yeah, like I've said, I have nothing against Samuel Eto'o. In fact, I'm a very, very big fan of him. I mean, him and Ronaldinho were one of the reasons why I kind of really liked La Liga, because I wasn't really drawn to La Liga before then. But you couldn't see Ronaldinho play, and you wouldn't admire the guy. He just brought something different that we've not seen in a very long time. And then Eto, prolific finisher and all of that. But this when Eto came into this Barcelona team, this was a Barcelona team, even though yes, we know maybe quite all right. I think Barcelona were on a bad patch where I think they hadn't won the La Liga in like 6 years. I think the only title they had won was maybe reaching the. I think they didn't even win any title. Maybe the Copa del Rey. I'm not sure, But this was a team filled with stars. I mean,
Mm.
it was a team filled with stars. So Eto was walking into a great team. You understand, that was going to improve that. But along the same time, you had a Didier Drogba, so who is someone who came in from the French League 1. Now, the French League 1 is not really that followed, but while he was there, okay. While he was there, he really dazzled. The season before the Champions League, sorry, the season before he moved to Chelsea. That previous
Yeah.
season, Marseille played Real Madrid in the, I think it was
Real
in the
Madrid.
group stage, and Marseille tore. This was a Marseille. Marseille is not a fancy team, if you remember very well, and Marseille tore Real Madrid apart, all thanks to Drogba. Now, Drogba goes into a Chelsea team who, if we look at it, were not on the map of big English teams. I mean,
English team.
the big
Yeah.
English teams then were Manchester United, Arsenal, and probably would say
Liverpool.
Liverpool, because from that 80s period, they dominated. So there were still expectations that Liverpool were going to do great in the 90s and all, but they didn't. But Chelsea was really nowhere. I mean, you wouldn't mention Chelsea, and if you look at Chelsea's league finishes, um, before Abramovich bought the club, Chelsea were always that fifth, sixth, seventh, the
Mhm.
bottom top 10. They were not. But yes, we know Jose Mourinho came in, but I think if I am very correct, I think Drogba was probably Mourinho's first signing. I might be wrong. Um,
Okay.
and
I'm
he
not.
came
I'm
in
not sure.
and he
Will
transformed.
should tell us.
Okay, if he was his first signing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it was his first signing. I think.
I think it was Peter Cech and Matej
Okay.
Kezman.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay,
That's fine.
okay.
Okay.
But
But either
continue,
way,
continue.
Drogba came in, and his presence in that Chelsea team changed Chelsea forever. I mean, I'm a Manchester United fan, and I can vividly remember that
Correct
season.
guy. Correct guy. Correct guy.
They,
Correct guy.
they, you can remember this. They, as in, they blew Man U apart. Like, and it started a trend where Manchester United started finding it difficult to beat Chelsea.
Yes.
Something that they were doing very, very well. And this thing continued way even after Mourinho left. Chelsea now became a force to be reckoned with, all because of Didier Drogba. Chelsea became one of the most feared teams in Europe. I mean, Chelsea was not on even in the Champions League map, but you could
Mm-hmm.
see them because of Drogba. They were reaching the semi. I think Chelsea were very consistent at reaching, I think, the semi-finals at least. Maybe where they would get beaten by probably Barcelona. There was a time they were always meeting Liverpool. And they were getting some good results, all because of this same guy. So, and let's not forget that Drogba's presence now led to this point where there was this, because Drogba was seen as like one of the big African stars, and because of the allure of the Premier League, more Africans now dreamt of moving to the Premier League more than ever before. And you
Yeah.
could see that from Drogba's arrival, you will see that there were more Africans that came into the Premier League,
Into the
including
Premier
Samuel
League.
Eto'o. We can say yes, Samuel Eto'o was already past his prime. We could say he was already past his prime when he got to Chelsea, but what Drogba did just made the Premier League more enticing for Africans, and you can see that trend has continued. Almost every Premier League club is interested in one African or the other, and it was Drogba who led the way for this, to happen. Now I know when it comes to titles, you could say, "Oh, come on, yes, Drogba, Eto'o has more." Even when it comes to career goals, I think Eto'o has maybe up to like 70 goals or 60 something goals more
Mm-hmm.
than Drogba. Even on the international scene, I mean, Eto'o has two AFCON titles. He has an Olympic medal. Drogba doesn't have any international title. He should have won the Africa Cup of Nations with Cote d'Ivoire from Ivory Coast the year before in 2014. After Ivory Coast had been at the World, I don't know, did they qualify? Yeah, I think I was qualified for the World Cup if I'm right, 2014, and I think that was when he retired after the tournament. But then let's not forget that even Drogba's presence made Ivory Coast one of the hottest teams in Africa, because from Drogba, we just started seeing these very good collect Ivorians all over and Ivory Coast became a team that going to every AFCON, even though they had to wait until 2015 to win, though they reached the final in 2006 and well, they, you know, Ivory Coast was a team to be feared, and it is still something that we still see till today, even in
Mm-hmm.
this present AFCON, because they still have some good crop of players. So Drogba really opened the way for a lot pertaining to African football, and that is why I would say that I would pick him over Eto'o. I feel Eto'o was privileged to play for already established teams. I mean, he was already in the Real Madrid team that had, yes.
Hilary,
No, no,
let
this is
me.
not slander and it is not banter. But I'm just trying to look at it from someone who built something up from scratch. You understand? That's what I feel, that is actually something very, very powerful. And we shouldn't be taking for granted, really, because it was awesome. I mean, till tomorrow, Drogba's name is still going to be talked about. I'm not saying that Eto's name will be talked about in La Liga or no, but I mean, Eto didn't build something from scratch. He walked into teams that were already made. But no, Drogba at both international and he built teams. He made them recognized. He built you understand. And I think for that, that's really awesome. And like I've said, because of his presence, he gave room for more Africans to want to move to England, which is the most watched league in the world. And also, there's this desire now for more Africans to move to England. English clubs are interested in African players, as we can see all over. So, that impact that Drogba made is what I will use to um, um, to tip him as Africa's greatest.
All right. Thank you, Kunle, for that
Yeah.
full insight.
No, I had to be detailed because I know that I am at a disadvantage giving it making a case for. So I had to make that case very well because when you're in the minority, it becomes very difficult. When you're in the minority, it is difficult. So you have to try to make your case as much as possible.
All right.
Even though I know yes, they come out with counter arguments, but let me make my case well enough. So and I think I have tried. Thank you.
Yeah. Larry.
Kule, well
Yeah.
done. Well done. In fact, the Ivorian, they'll give you nationality as an Ivorian. Because the way you support Drogba today, I swear.
Yeah.
They'll give you Ivorian nationality. Trust me.
And I feel bad for him though that he didn't win the Ivory Coast FA chairman though. That was really bad. That was really a bad one for him. It was really painful what they did to him. But I hope someday he gets lucky with it though.
Yeah.
Just off record.
No. They all stand a chance of it's good when a footballer is heading a football association. It's good
Absolutely.
when a handballer is heading a handball association. It's good when a diplomat, a politician is heading a country. Those are the things. They are good. One thing, coming back to our topic of the day before I deviate, and I was saying that you actually made a very vivid analysis on before you Kunle, my brother, the other guy made his analysis based on dividing based on their impact and the goals and their and that. So he analyzed it from two separate standpoints. And could not take a stand directly, but you took your stance as per what impact that they have made in grooming a team, bringing a team from scratch to the limelight. And I will tell you this, grooming Chelsea was already a team was already in the limelight before Drogba came in. It's true that Drogba, his impact just kind of portrayed or boosted Chelsea more, and gave it the Champions League title that they won. That was the prime of his career. And if you want to compare, there are several comparison structures that we can use. If you want to look at the number of time played, the number of goals scored, the number of teams that you've actually impacted, and number of trophies you've won in these teams, if you go on based on all of these, in fact, your own national team influence that you have and the impacts that you have had in that national team, I can give you the analysis starting from when Samuel Eto'o started his career. He started his career from Cameroon in a small local club. They call it called the Brasseries School. He played there and he went to France for a test. He got to France, he did a test. I think he started playing in one club in France and then he moved to Real Madrid, bought him. Now, Real Madrid could not use him. Real Madrid could not use him that year because they thought he wasn't good enough. So they sold him out to the loan, I think it was loan or sold to Mallorca. He went to Mallorca and he was the highest goal scorer, all-time scorer in Mallorca till now. And then each time he met Real Madrid, he made sure he scored at least 2 or 3 goals against Real Madrid, just to tell Real Madrid that this thing you did was a mistake. Now, from Real, now he moved to, from Mallorca, now Barca bought him. And from the time he got to Barca, he won back-to-back trebles with Barcelona. He had 2 Champions League titles with Barca, and then he moved to Inter. Now, I'm trying to tell you that the impact that he made, and is the only player in the world right now who has won 2 Champions League with 2 separate teams back to back. He is the only player in the world. So he won the Champions League the year before with Barcelona. He went the next year to Inter and won the Champions League as well with Jose Mourinho. So he has that in his baggage, and then he moved from there. He became the world's most expensive player. He became the highest paid player in the world. Those are all things to be considered based on when he moves to Anzi in Russia. He became the world's most expensive player. He was paid some fabulous amount of money I can't even explain. And then from there he came to Chelsea. So look at his career path. His career path. He has played in several clubs and made several impacts. If you look at it in the African scene, I mean, this particular photo you have here on the Champions League, I bet you that particular year, ETO'O was supposed to take that Ballon d'Or. This particular year, Samuel Eto'o was the top for the Ballon d'Or. They gave it to DJ DROGBA, and he came third. However, we don't worry about that. But I'm telling you, this year, Eto'o was at his peak. Well, he was at his peak of soccer. He could play with any club and create the impact at any time. Now, coming back to his national team, Samuel Eto'o has played and has capped this national team for a while, and he has made significant impact. I'll tell you this. Samuel Eto'o was that kind of player that when he's in the field, even if he does not have the ball, he has at least 2 people that are following him, because when he has the ball, he creates an impact. And I was in Brazil, and I tell you this, Brazilians could never forget Samuel Eto'o. You know what happened? Because Cameroon played Brazil in the Confederation Cup, and they beat Brazil. That's that Eto'o's one magnificent goal right after the center line. Till today, Dida is still having nightmares on that goal till date. If you ask him what's the goal, because he did not see how it came till date, I'm telling you. So Samuel Eto'o has created significant impact in world football. In fact, in Africa, he is the greatest. If you ask DROGBA today that who is the greatest, he will call Samuel Eto'o first. So this argument is not even something we were putting this debate out there just to enlighten the public, but it's not something that we want to really create and come out with facts. The facts and figures are clear, because when you look at it, Samuel Eto'o has won 4 Champions League, was it 3 or 4 Champions League titles? 3, and DJ DROGBA has won just 1. When you look at it in the Champions League scoring, Samuel has had, I think DJ DROGBA has had more participation or goals in the Champions League, I think 94 or something, while Eto'o still is lacking a little bit on that side. But that notwithstanding, if you look at the impact as well that Samuel Eto'o has made in Africa in terms of philanthropy, Samuel Eto'o has football schools in almost 6 African countries, and I can name them to you. He has a soccer school in Cote d'Ivoire, where his wife is coming from. That very Cote d'Ivoire where DJ DROGBA is. No, DJ DROGBA is his in-law. So this thing we are doing like this, they are all family members. They sit and talk among themselves. Samuel Eto'o's wife is an Ivorian. So DJ DROGBA is his in-law. So we are here sitting talking about some people who are sitting and drinking about their families and stuff like that, So he has stakes. He has stakes in Cote d'Ivoire. He has a soccer school in Cote d'Ivoire. He has one, I think, in Gabon and Equatorial Guinea, and he's doing one. He visited, I think, it's Malawi or Mauritius. Even in South Africa, it has impact. So Samuel Eto'o has a huge impact in Africa, not only in the area of soccer development, but also in the area of philanthropy. I remember I was once he donated a huge amount of money to fight against polio in Africa. He is representing several UN affiliates in Africa and all over the world. So when one look at global impact and African impact in terms of soccer and different things, Samuel Eto'o stands out high. Reasons why: he is right now the FA president of the Cameroon Football Association. So if you want to look at his prowess, this guy, this guy is not only the best in Africa. Watch and see in the few years to come where the World Soccer Association will be going to. He is coming for FIFA presidency. Samuel Eto'o is coming for you.
Well, that's a very good point. And Wales, what do you want to say to it? Because I know you're going somewhere,
Um,
but you want to put in something. Somebody has said already. Said Larry
good
has said,
one, good one, good one,
yeah, it is what it is. So I'm waiting for
good
you,
one,
Will.
good
What do you
one.
think?
But I you seem to forget there was a particular period of time where there was war in Ivory Coast. If you can recall, if you can, or you may likely do your research. Didier and his teammates they were most significant in setting. I think was it the northern part of Ivory Coast there was war. So they used football in promising them that they were going to qualify, I think for the World Cup or Nations Cup there, but I can't really remember. But that was a huge factor in settling that war dispute between the north and the south side of Ivory Coast. So, because I watched that documentary and I saw them, they knelt down and they were appealing to them that they should stop the war. That war doesn't result to nothing. War is not like the ultimate, the ultimate factor in deciding how a country should move. So I appealed to them, and with football, they were able to die that issue. And ever since then, I don't think there was any issue of war in Cote d'Ivoire. So in as much as Eto'o has done this on the global stage and Africa stage, we should not forget that DJ to also has a significant impact in things like that. Probably may not be as much as Eto'o, but we can always, when we check Cote d'Ivoire's history and you refer back to that moment of war, you would say Drogba and his teammates were huge factors in settling. So quite frankly, you guys have spoken pretty well about these two footballers. Like I said from the onset, I'm a Chelsea fan. I love the Drogba, every night and day.
You are welcome, Chelsea fan. You are
And
welcome.
the reason why I didn't want to go out all out and say who is the greatest, that I had to like put it in bits, is because I don't want it to seem like we're just picturing one player as this and that and that, and meanwhile we just talk less of the other person. So that is why I resorted to, I'm going to break it down in categories. But if you want to put it to me to say who the greatest is, I would.
Wow.
Knowing fully well that I've actually given you my reasons in bits why I'll consider both of them as great. But I would go for Samuel Eto'o quite alright, because look at fact and figures, and I'll go with Eto'o as greatest African player. So
That's right.
I
Kunle,
think
you are
Eto'o
going to
for
say
me.
something, Kunle. Kunle, do you agree with Wales? Is it still there?
He cannot run. He cannot run. He's here.
He's there now.
Only speak now. Are you
Kunle, are
suddenly
you
becoming
there?
deaf?
Oh my God, I
Okay, the
lost him.
network
Maybe
in
there's
he
a
does not have
glitch.
data. We'll try and contact his number to send you some data. Anyway, let me say something here real quick. The fact that I've given Eto's a profile in that manner doesn't mean that the Drogba is not acting. Didier has areas where he has been very significant. Just like you mentioned, there are five when there was a war in their country, the impact he made, and which is what I want to discredit Samuel Eto'o, because I mean it's not about just crediting him in the world stage and everything. The impact in his own country, he is well loved in Cameroon, super loved in Cameroon. I bet you If he comes, he can pull the population more than the president of the republic. If somebody hear that Samuel Eto'o is coming, the population that he's going to pull out will be like people who just naturally will come out, not that they have been bribed to come out because that's what happens to the president. When the president is coming out, they'll give people money to come and stand. No. Like naturally, people want to come and see him and support him. Naturally, he'll pull out more crowd than the president of the republic. That's what happened in Cameroon right now. Now, the problem I'm having with that is that since the war that has started in Cameroon some years back, Samuel Eto'o has not mentioned anything about it. He has not. He has not. Neither the footballers, neither himself as a person who has that kind of, who has a voice in the country in that manner, could not stand up to say a thing about it. You know, it's a very strategic war. I agree, but say something, even if it's just propagating for peace, just for peace, without you taking side. It's still a point. At least you're standing for peace. You're pushing both sides to come to the table for negotiations. You know, it is important that you should say something. At least DJ Drogba has had the hegemony, you know, the courage to have voiced out their position and even try to push peace through soccer and stuff like that. You know, I was expecting him in some way or form or manner to organize even a peace soccer tournament of former players to kind of bring to create an awareness and say this is our own way to call both parties to the table for negotiations and propose peace. Man, I'm telling you, a lot of people or thousands of people have died in the two Anglo-Saxon regions in Cameroon. A lot, thousands more, hundreds of thousands more are becoming IDPs in their own countries. You know, in their own country, like internally displaced, running away from all these areas and coming to the other areas for rescue. They have even gone to Nigeria. There are refugees in Nigeria, a lot of them. But this Samuel Eto'o has not said anything. He has neither donated anything to these people, you know, these IDPs and stuff. I totally understand that, that is where he has a discredit for me. But in the international scene or African scene, in terms of soccer, the impact he's had significant impact outside. And I know you asked me, so which one is important here now? But I'll leave that for another day. Right. It looks like Kunle is back.
Kunle is back. Hello, Kunle. You there? This network is... Hi, Kunle. Well, it seems we're going to leave Kunle aside. Then, thank you, every one of us. Kunle, are you there? I can't hear you. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Lastly.
But
yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Lastly, what do you want to say
I can
about
hear
this
you.
topic?
Can you hear you? I can hear. Okay.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Yeah. There's really nothing much to add. Like I said, there's really nothing much to add than what I've said. Like they had already mentioned, I know very well that when it comes to most of those stats, I mean, Eto'o, titles, book club, and you know the scene and all. But like I said, the phenomenon that Drogba had when he arrived at Chelsea, and Salary, you said something that Chelsea were already like big team. I'm not saying Chelsea were not an established team. I mean, come on, even Aston Villa is an established team in England based on history. But I was just talking about at that moment. You couldn't say at that moment Chelsea, before Drogba came to Chelsea. You couldn't say it that, you couldn't say that Chelsea were European giants when it comes to Champions League. You wouldn't say Chelsea were one of the favorites to win the Champions League. At that stage, you would have said Barcelona were favorites for the La Liga were favorites for the Champions League based on the caliber of caliber of players they had. But one person just single-handedly came in and changed the face of the club forever, and that is why till today Chelsea is like a force to be reckoned with. I mean, yesterday Chelsea Liverpool. Okay, it's going to be a Chelsea Liverpool final in the EFL Cup,
Yeah.
and I remember the commentator saying something that nobody knew. There was nothing about Chelsea and Liverpool, but when Jose Mourinho came in 2004, Chelsea Liverpool became a big thing, and it was because of people like Drogba who played a prominent role in those fixtures. That's why it's there. So I feel that that was really something huge, and it is something that is still being felt today. And probably Drogba not being the FA president of Ivory Coast, I feel it's bad. And like rightly said, look at what he did to bring peace to the country and all, and they were still able to deny him, all because of obvious politics. We had already decided in the inner caucus that they were not going to vote for him, and it was very clear. I feel that was very mean. I still believe that Drogba does still have a role to play. Funny enough, it might not be in the Ivory Coast, like you rightly said. Um, Eto already has impact in other parts of the world. Drogba can spread his tentacles to impact. He doesn't have to. He has made his mark in the eyes for all I care. These people don't want to accept him into that part of administration. That's fine. In the USL, it's rising. He's a part owner. Excuse me. He's a part owner of the club. He came there. That it was there. He retired. That means that this is somebody trying to bring that African imprint into the. Is not really that common. You never can tell. Maybe in a few years, maybe Phoenix Rising is going to be an expansion team, and we'll go to the and we'll come into the excuse me, the MLS.
Mm-hmm.
So excuse me, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
What
bit
excuse?
it's a bit dry. There's a bit of
Yeah.
cold weather in the country. So please, sir. So that's what I say about Drogba.
All right. Larry, before we close the day, you said Eto is the greatest. In fact, I'm going to tell you, I think Eto is the greatest. Is the greatest of all time. I mean, not of all time, but is the greatest for me. I really appreciate, but Drogba as well too. Is a fantastic human being. Is also a great person. I want to deviate a little bit from our discussion. Please, can you please look at um, this table for AFCON? We have
The round of 16, right?
the round of
It's
16.
3-1, right? 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. So the round of 16, it's going to be explosive. I mean, it's going to be massive in this round of 16. This one is, if you're beaten, you're going home. It's a knockout stage. And there's one thing I'm scared here. Is they're going to play on Monday by 2 p.m. They think they are the best. But you see, in this life, if you think no, look at it. No, I'm talking about there's a particular country, starting with the capital letter C, followed by A. I'm not saying O, A. They think they will win this competition, but they should watch out. The match is going to be played on Monday. But jokes apart, look at this league. Wales. What do you think is going to come out from this Burkina Faso Gabon from your point of view? Straight up.
Well, it's actually tight affair, tight encounter, and big one we're looking forward to. Burkina Faso, they've not really been impressive in the tournament. They've not really they've not really done that much for me to tip them as a team that would see this encounter through. So I think I'll just leave it to to the moment where we watch the game. Because both teams, I can't really separate them. They've been okay, but I can't really say, in comparison to Nigeria and Cameroon, which are
Yeah.
and Ivory Coast, who have been the outstanding teams in the tournament, and let me say
Yes.
Morocco also. I can't really separate these two till that moment comes. So I'll just leave it to when that moment comes before
All right.
and enjoy the moment rather.
All right, fantastic. Larry, what do you say about this match between on Sunday? There's one fantastic country that's going to play 2 p.m. That's one fantastic company. I mean, country is starting with the capital letter N. What do you think about this encounter coming up on Sunday, please?
I know. There's only one country that's playing on Sunday. That starts with capital N.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to explain to.
So before I go to this second match that will be played on Sunday by
Yes.
1 p.m. my time here.
Yeah, Central. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be. To be honest, before I go to that, let me talk about the Gabon. Burkina Faso, Gabon. I think
okay.
Gabon is gonna beat Burkina Faso from the way they are playing. My analysis is Gabon will, take the lead over Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is a good side, but Gabon has they have swift players and stuff like that. Nigeria.
Yeah, it's a country.
See, look at all my Nigerian people. Look at them.
Don't tell us.
I don't want to give you guys heart attack
No,
because you're my
we are
friends.
talking
You
about
guys
high
will have a
points.
heart attack. I will not be able to
okay.
state all of you.
All right.
So let me just put it this way. It's going to be a very tough game because both countries have a similar style of play. Nigeria and Tunisia, they have a similar style of play. Tunisia is fast game. Most of these Maghrebian countries, they have very fast pace soccer. And Nigeria has the possibility of playing fast and, cooling the game down as well, depending on who is the master planner in the game, especially when you have a guy like Simon Moses on that flank who is super swift with good technical skills, dribbling skills, and all the like. So Nigeria might have an edge, but it will not be an easy task for them to go through because Tunisia is coming from a disadvantageous position, and they want to prove that they can, that disadvantage position that they can actually make an impact. So it's going to be a game to watch, honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to say this to Kunle now, Kunle, because
Yes,
I
sir.
think tomorrow we should come back for this show. I mean, look at round 16. Let's talk about who is going to. Today is a debate. I'm just trying to deviate a little bit. But Kunle, lastly on this
Yeah.
debate note, I want you to look at this Cameroon and Comoros and talk about this game. I don't want Larry to talk about it because it will be feeling somehow, that they. I'm serious. I had a dream
Yeah.
about that match. Yes, I had a dream. So
that dream will fail you. That
oh my goodness, let me.
He said he had a dream. He hadn't say what happened in the dream now. Why you already
You get,
going to say something?
you see,
Kunle, please talk about this
for
match, Comoros
you see
and
for
Cameroon on Monday.
salary to be for salary to be apprehensive, like
Mhm.
I banished that dream. It is because he knows that Comoros actually be a real threat, and that is the truth.
Yes.
Because this is why
Yes.
one of the things I'm saying, I am just hoping though that Cameroon do not underestimate them, because if they do, that could be their biggest undoing, and that would be really, really sad for the country, knowing what
Especially
they
Larry.
have gone through. That's really going to be sad, knowing what they have gone through to get this tournament, and then their team now has to go, so their team has to go that far away.
In
So,
Jesus' name, what happened to Ghana?
No, but jokes aside, boss. Jokes aside, jokes aside, they had to take commercials because what they did against Ghana, let's forget that Ghana, Comoros are actually very good. If you watch them, their first match against was it Gabon, if I'm right, they didn't
Yeah,
deserve to
Gabon.
lose that match. They
Yes,
did not.
yes.
If you, oh my God, those people played and I was like, this is a team. I said, wow, that
They
no,
actually drew.
even
They,
a
they drew with they
They
drew
do. I
with
think they
Ghana
no,
or
no,
do.
no,
something
They
like that.
do.
no, no, no,
Yeah.
no. It was they
No,
lost
they
one
won
zero.
Ghana. They lost to
No,
Gabon.
that was
Oh,
the
they lost to Ghana. Okay.
they lost to Gabon. That was their first match. Then
That was
they
their first match. Yes.
I think then the second match, I can't
They
remember.
lost
Second
to
match,
Morocco. They lost to Morocco. They lost to Morocco.
yes,
The
2-0.
second game.
2-0. And yeah, we can
Oh,
understand that. Yes,
yes,
Morocco were.
yes.
You
They lost
understand?
to Morocco. They lost to Gabon.
Yes. And they weren't even really that bad against Morocco either. They weren't, because normally you would think, oh, Morocco should be beating them like 4-0, 5-0.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was just 2 goals in either half. So they know how to hold their own. And look at against Ghana. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. If complacency sets in, they will punish you. And why I am saying this, I'm actually happy. I was actually having this discussion with Sir Wales yesterday about Gambia, Tunisia. I said that I am happy that Nigeria is meeting Tunisia. I wouldn't have loved it if Nigeria met Gambia, because you see, Gambia, like Comoros, are also debutants. These guys will
Yeah.
be here to prove a point. It's like they have nothing to lose here. But this is their first time. They are now in the knockout phase. They're going to give it everything. They're going to give it their life. They're going to sweat. I mean, look at how it ended for Tunisia yesterday. They had a red. Tunisia had a red. They ended up winning the last minute. So it's the same thing here. This Tunisia, I feel, yes, like you rightly said, that it's a fast game. But I feel Tunisia have not really been themselves. So I think has a good chance again. But you see, that's why I say Comoros too. Cameroon needs to come out the same way they came out with energy against Burkina Faso. They have to do it, because if they all think, oh, this is in the bag, oh, don't need to let you take your foot off the gas, those people are going to come and punish you guys. So please take it seriously, or you could be in real talk. So don't discredit Siamese dream. Don't discredit it. There could be some element of truth in
Oh,
it, but
oh,
dreams do fail sometimes. So
oh.
let's
This one will fail.
yeah.
This dream like this is bad, but you will fail. You will fail.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Because of the time, I want to thank every one of you that is here and the viewers watching. Please subscribe. You are watching this for the first time. Wales, you're welcome to Into the Mix. Thank you so much for showing
You.
up. We
Thank you very
appreciate
much
you.
for having me.
Looking forward to be seeing you, regularly. And Kunle, you're wonderful. We appreciate
Boss,
you as well. Larry, my
thanks, boss.
brother from another mother, that's my neighbor, Cameroonian. We are ready. We are ready. I think, can we have this showdown tomorrow, Larry, about to break down all this
Yes.
round of 16 for our
Yes, we
viewers?
can. Yeah, we can do that depending on the time. I'll look at my schedule
Let's
and
get
I'll
on.
let you
Okay.
know.
Okay. All right, Kunle. Thank you so much, Kunle. I appreciate.
No
We
problem, boss.
really
No,
appreciate. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing
yes,
you
boss.
again. I think it's gonna be massive on Sunday. Kunle Abi, Tunisia,
Uh,
Nigeria. It's gonna be massive.
oh,
Wales on Sunday.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
No, no, no problem. I'm going to predict my own scoreline for Nigeria and Tunisia. It's going to be 3-0. 3-0. Forget it.
Boss, calm down
So,
now. Boss,
no,
calm down. Relax,
you
relax,
see, you
Uh,
see.
we need.
relax. So,
It's
relax. So,
possible. It's
I'm not
possible.
as much as I
The
want. I know
test,
it's possible, but I'm
the
not going to
test I
get
think
too excited.
Nigeria is going now. We're having this
I
discussion
on.
about the last game, about
Okay.
Nigeria needing to win the last game against Guinea-Bissau. If you could recall that night, I told him that in as much as Nigeria has qualified, you need to send it out to other teams that you need to avoid us. Like we're in red hot form, you need to like avoid us. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
being the only team that
yes.
came out with 9 points in the tournament so
That's
far,
what I've
it's
been
a good step
explaining
for
to Larry.
Nigeria.
9 points. He
So you
won't
need to like
listen.
you need to see the red flag. Like, no, I don't want to meet Nigeria now. So I would love
Yeah.
Nigeria to beat Tunisia, like beat them hands down, so that other teams will be scared.
Well, it
Especially
would be
Cameroon.
cool. It would be cool if it happens, but I want to tread the path of caution because I know that Nigerians, we tend to always get so excited and all, and when expectations are not met, I don't, it usually doesn't turn out well. So I just want to keep those expectations a little bit. I am okay with a win, anyhow it comes. I just want them to go through. That's all.
All right, Kunle, thank you so
Nigeria,
much.
Nigeria
Looking
should be
forward.
careful.
All right, Kunle, thanks, man. Sir Wills, thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much for having me. It was a
Yeah,
wonderful
yeah.
moment on the
All
show.
right, thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. All right, Larry,
Yes,
we're good to go. We'll see behind the scene. Thank you so much, Larry.
you're
And it
welcome.
seems you're at work. You're at the office, I guess.
Definitely.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Larry.
All
See you.
right. See you guys.
All right.
Subscribe.
All right. Please subscribe to the channel. This is Intercontinental Sport TV. That was a fantastic moment where we the Friday debate, ETO'O Drogba was the greatest, and all being said, I think ETO'O carries the day. Thank you so much, viewers. Smash the like on the button beside you and put some notification if you want to be watching this, you want to know the time we go live. Thank you, every one of you. Shout out to all Nigerians getting ready on Sunday. We are ready to go between the match between Nigeria versus Tunisia. We'll be live and direct on that day here. All right. Thank you so much, everyone of that's contributed to the success of this show. Once again, we're going to see hopefully tomorrow. Thank you. Bye for now.